Okay, guys, so story time. I was 19, almost 20, but still 19, and I had just discovered bars and drinking. I had moved out of my father's house because I had started working in a factory, and the people I made friends with always met at this bar after work, and that got me off and running. And my father kept bitching about me going to bars and blah blah blah, and as long as you live in this house you're not going to be going to bars and coming home late and whatever. So I moved out, and I went and stayed with one of the women that worked at the factory I worked at. So I was off and running. I was at the bar every day. Well, this was a Saturday. I got there around noon, and there was this cute guy there. He was always there, and he started flirting with me and buying me drinks, and I was drinking a lot. And these girls that were up there, some of them were with their boyfriends and stuff. They kept giving me dirty looks, and I kept, I asked them, I said, why are they giving me dirty looks? And they keep like shooting daggers at me. And he said, oh, they're just jealous because I'm with you and I'm not with them, blah, blah, blah. So I felt, real big, like, I got him and you don't. So we kept drinking. I'm getting pretty drunk. We go outside, we smoke a joint. I come back. I can't see straight. I am really drunk. Well, he says he's got to get going. He paid me $10 to take him home. He lives right down the street. And so, stupidly, I agree. I can't even see straight. And I go out and he goes, you're kind of drunk. I'm gonna drive. And he said, by then you'll sober up and then you can find your way home. So, dummy me, I agree. Take off, and he's speeding down the street. And, I'm just sitting back like this, frightened to death. And I'm telling him to slow down, and he just keeps going. And then out of between two cars comes this old guy. And he's got a bag. That's all I see. Next thing I know, he's scraping up against the side of my car. So he slams on his brakes, gets out of the car. I'm too scared to move. I see this old guy laying on the street behind me. And I'm opening up my window, and I open my door, and I look, and he helps the guy up. And the guy starts screaming that he broke his bottle. And you owe me, I forgot what he said, how much it was. You broke my bottle. That's all the money I had. And he was like, you could tell he was like a homeless guy. And he just like pushes the guy back and says, fuck you, whatever, worried about your bottle. He gets back in the car. I shut my door, and he takes off speeding again. And I'm like, did you even see, make sure he was okay? He's fine, blah, blah, blah. And he starts speeding down the street again, going down side streets really fast, and I'm thinking we're gonna crash. And he gets back down, he sees a cop car down this one side street, so he turns on another side street real fast. I'm going back and forth like this. He goes back up to the main road. Well, he gets up, he turns real fast, he turns left real fast, comes up on a car, doesn't stop in time, crashes right into this car. And he has nowhere to go because cars are coming this way, and there's parked cars on this side, parked cars on that side, so there's only one lane this way, one lane that way. He can't escape. So the guy gets out of his car, comes back, and he's going, dude, he says, I was just coming home to get my wallet. He goes, all my stuff is at my house, and it was my car. And he said, don't you have everything in your glove compartment? And I couldn't hear everything they were saying. So I heard him say, follow me to my house. It's right down the street here. He goes, right up here around this corner. So the guy, reluctantly, I could tell, agrees. So he goes, follow me, I'll go over in this lane. So he waits for the cars to come this way. He zooms around that car, and he starts speeding away, trying to lose this guy. We're going crazy, all down different streets and everything. He's not losing this guy. This guy is keeping up with him. So he has no choice but to go to this house. He goes down there. He thinks he loses this guy, but he didn't. He caught up with him. So he has no choice but to let the guy up to his house. So we go in, and he takes him upstairs we walk in this house, and there's a girl sitting on the couch, a guy next to her, and another guy that was sitting in a chair. But that guy got up to do something, so the guy that was with me sat in that chair. And he's saying, give him all the information. So I'm giving him all the information. Now I'm sitting in another chair, and this girl is giving me these like dirty looks, and she looks at the guy. She goes, what the fuck's going on here? So she gets up and starts talking to him, and I'm giving my information. He goes, now I need his driver's license because he's actually the one that hit me. So he says, I'm going to go look for it. So she comes back and she sits down between the two guys because the guy that was sitting in the chair didn't have his chair anymore. So she's sitting between these two guys. I'm figuring she's with one of those two guys. So I'm sitting there, and we're all waiting for him to come out with his driver's license. And he's not coming out, and he's not coming out. And the guy's getting like really pissed off and impatient. He goes, I need this driver's license. I would like to go. And I hear the guy in the bedroom that don't forget I spent almost the whole day with. You know, he's hugging me and holding me and all this stuff in the bar. And he starts calling out this name. I'm just going to say Dee Dee. He's going, Dee Dee, come here. And I'm going, oh my God, he can't even remember my name. He thinks my name's Dee Dee. And that girl looks at me and she shoots my name. And I say, oh God, where is he? And I get up to go. She goes, I got it. I said, no, he's calling me. She said, I got it. And I'm like, I think he wants me. She said, I got it. And she walks right past me and gives me this, like, I'm going to kill you, bitch, look. So she goes in the bedroom. She comes back out and she tells the guy, he doesn't even have a driver's license. I don't know why the fuck he was driving this bitch's car. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? You know, but I'm scared now. I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on here? So the guy says, okay, look, he says, is this your car? Blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, that's my car. And he says, all right, he goes, I'm out of here. And I'm still sitting here waiting for what I think is my new boyfriend to come out of the bedroom. And the guy that was sitting on the couch, he says, you better leave. And I said, well, I'm waiting for, I can't even remember his name. Let's say it's Jack. And I'm waiting for Jack. He says, no, you better get the fuck out of here now. For your own sake, you better get out of here. And the guy, I think he figures out what's kind of going on, the guy that we hit. He said, you better come with me. Come on. And so the other guy gets up. He's more like pushing me out the door. I don't even know where I am. I turn around. I said, I don't even know where I am. He goes, this dude will tell you. So we go down the steps. And I'm like, I didn't even get to say goodbye. He says, you're better off. So I asked him where I was. He told me what Main Street was up here. And then I knew how to get back to the bar, actually, from there. So it turns out that it was Saturday. The Sunday, the bar was closed, or they only served beer or something stupid like that. So I didn't want to go. So I waited till Monday. I walk into the bar, and I'm getting all kinds of dirty looks, right? And these guys that I know their girlfriends from work. I said, I wouldn't stick around here if I were you. And I'm like, why? And they said, because Jack's wife is going to come up here and kick your ass. I said, his wife? What are you talking about? And they told me everything that happened that Saturday. He was married. This guy was married. And the people that were at the bar, the girls that were giving me dirty looks at the bar when he was hugging all over me, they know her and told her all about that. And then this idiot brings me home to his house, doesn't even tell me that's his wife, and then he goes in the bedroom, and I'm thinking he's single, and these are his friends, and that this girl that was actually his wife were just, like his friend, and she was with one of those guys. I'm thinking he's calling me into the bedroom, and I'm getting up to go into the bedroom. And, you know, that's why she was shooting me these looks. And so, needless to say, I found a new bar for about 3 weeks. So, you know, yeah, that's what alcohol does to me. I don't think at all. I don't think. But, you know, this guy was probably in his late 20s. And I'm only like 19. Yes, I was going to be 20 soon. But, you know, I was drunk, and, you know, he never told me he was married. He was flirting with me in front of everybody. He told me, you know, he'd give me, I think it was $10 to take him home. Then he tricked me into letting him drive home. He's the one who hit the old man. He's the one who crashed the car. And then he stupidly takes me to his house where his wife is. You know, yes, I was stupid. I was 19. But, I mean, had I not drank so much, had I not smoked a joint, I wouldn't have been so high, and I would have been a little bit smarter. But, yeah, that's my one crazy story that I couldn't say in front of my grandson. So, hope you enjoyed that little thing. I almost got my ass kicked that night. I almost got killed driving to his house. And, yeah, that was my story. Thanks. Bye.